Hi, it's Alex Biggs from Drum Bass, and have a look. Yep, I got invited up to the launch event of Adam Audio on the new A series. They haven't come out yet, so these were prototypes. So this is a review on what I thought when I heard them play. I was blown away, I was impressed and slightly disappointed all in one day. So let's get into it. I went all the way up to Nottingham to a place called the Metronome, and this was one of the reasons I was blown away. I just didn't know this place existed. This is just totally focused on music and recording and performing. I believe it teaches students courses in music. So there were stages there, there was 5 world-class studios, and they were just awesome. They looked brand new. They were so nice, massive live rooms. I was really impressed with that. That just blew me away, and I think you can hire them, but it's the Metronome in Nottingham in England. It's worth definitely looking at. Adam Audio, the reason they invited me up was because I got in contact with them because I wanted to borrow a couple of subs to do a YouTube video, because I'm really confused, as probably a lot of people are, on subs. Do you need 1? Do you need 2? Do you need a 15-inch, or can you get away with those 8-inch? But I spoke to Adam Audio and they were going to try and see what they can do for me, so look out for that. So subscribe and I'll hopefully sort out a video on the subwoofers. But anyway, I went up, saw the Adam guys. Again, not sponsored or anything by these guys, but really was welcomed. I think they just love their product, really keen, and a great bunch up there, so I was impressed with that. So we went down into the studio to have a little listen. So I listened to all the range, apart from one that got damaged, and that was the A44H's. Unfortunately got damaged in transit, so I couldn't listen to those, but the rest of them I did. And I think the most blown away I was with the smallest ones. Not a fan of small speakers, but these were awesome. They were so powerful. I couldn't believe how powerful they were, and they sounded great. I couldn't believe it. I was really surprised at how good and how powerful and punchy just such a small set of speakers were. The other ones that I think were my pick of the day, I guess, was the A77H's. I'm not a fan of really long speakers, but these just were so clear and so, I don't know, punchy. They filled the room. Just a lot of sound were coming out of these speakers. I was impressed with those, and I thought they were better than the ones, and this is where I was slightly disappointed, because obviously as you go up in price you think they'd be better, the A8H's, because they got an 8-inch woofer and you think, well, that's going to be awesome. And don't get me wrong, there was nothing wrong with it. I just thought the others were better, and that's why I was slightly disappointed, because I've got speakers the same shape, and I just thought they would have been a better speaker. But in my view, from what I heard, I thought the A77H's were definitely my favourite pick of the day. I just thought they sounded so good. But let's talk a little bit more about the speakers, because they're not even out yet. But what Adam have done is they've invested in the future, I guess. A couple of things that I thought were really good was that at the bottom of the speakers they've now got the ability to stick a bracket. So that means immersive audio is so kind of getting a bit of ground. I don't know if it ever will, but it's getting a bit of ground. So you can obviously then stick these on the ceiling, on the walls. You can do what you like. And I think if I was into that immersive audio, not sure I will, but if I did, I'll definitely buy the small Adams, because they'll be absolutely perfect, because then the subs you'd need for this immersive audio would cover the bass frequencies, and having those little speakers at the price they sell them, I thought it would be a no-brainer really. So I definitely have those for that. Now, the other thing they do, which is pretty cool, is that they can plug the speakers in to your network at home via an Ethernet cable, and then that will run into a software program, and you can sort out the DSP. So these are like digital speakers, but they have got analog connections. So that means you can fine tune them, because at this price point you're sort of probably thinking home studios, sort of semi-pro studios, and you can't necessarily fill out your room with all the treatment that you need. So what you can do is obviously EQ the speakers to your room, which is a brilliant idea. So the other thing they're dealing with is SonarWorks. Again, that's a program with a microphone and a free program, I believe, for 60 days, where you can literally measure your room to see where the speakers need EQing. And this just means that you can mix a lot quicker. So it's a great idea, and again, forward thinking. So there's a few new things that are happening with these speakers, which is quite cool. Basically, it's all pretty good, really. I think the speakers are great. The only thing I would say, the only caveat I have, and again, this is probably due to the price point, is as you start going up, because obviously they've got a better range for higher up, they've got a more expensive range, and when you start going up in price, you start getting more detail in the mix, and that's where I think they're lacking a little bit, is in the detail. Now when you put them on, the singer's bang in the middle, the music's all around, but you cannot pinpoint things. Now with the head type 20s that I've got, and because they're up another price point, all speakers would do this at these sort of price points, is that you start to pick out things like the saxophone might be just to the right, or a guitar would be just slightly to left, and you can literally hear it. And the other thing that happens when you've got your room treated, and when you kind of spend a fair bit of money, the speakers disappear, they dissolve, you can't see them, and it's a bit of a weird thing, because you're hearing music and it feels like it, or it seems like it's not coming from the speakers. And I don't think, from what I heard, they do that. But again, that's not a major issue with the room correction and all the other functions. It kind of outweighs a little bit of that, you know. So there is that. That's the only thing I could say. What I thought. I don't know if they're to everyone's taste, the look of them, but you know, they're studio monitors. They're a workhorse. But if you just want to listen to music, they sound amazing. So yeah, definitely good to listen to, and again, powerful and punchy. So all in all, I would say, yeah, a positive to these. Definitely go and check them out, and if you can sort of demo them, go through them, because that was the other thing that surprised me, is going through different sets of speakers. There's a lot of change in sound, and that might affect your choice of what you want to buy. So yeah, check it out. Anyway, I hope this helps. Subscribe, do all the bits, and as I say, I'm trying to get a hold of a sub to do another video on this, and there'll be loads more studio videos hopefully soon. All right, thanks a lot. Take care.